So, tenses. Why do we use the different tenses? Is there a reason to use so many tenses? I want to show you with 3 sentences on the board why we would use different tenses. And it's very much about specific emotions or feelings that we want to come through that can be very subtle but very different. So I'm going to show you on my board here. I've got 3 sentences and we're going to go through them and I'll show you the different feelings or attitudes that come through in the different sentences. So I don't know if you can see here. The first sentence is, I have cooked dinner last night. So I have cooked dinner. That means that it's the past simple tense. And it means that it's just a fact, something that happened last night. You cooked dinner and it's not your husband or your mother who cooked dinner. You cooked dinner, and or you might be just saying what you did last night. I cooked dinner last night. Did you go out last night? No, I just cooked dinner. I stayed at home. So that's the past simple tense. It's like saying the history of your night last night. So it's just like writing in your diary. It's what you did. It's just a fact of what you did. But then if you have, I have cooked dinner, it's also something that you've already done and completed. You have cooked dinner. But in this case, it's the present perfect tense. So you might be a mom who's cooked dinner and your son will be watching TV and he doesn't want to stop watching his show. So he doesn't want to come to the dinner table. So you go through to the TV room or wherever he's watching his show, maybe in his bedroom, maybe he's watching a YouTube video, and you say, I have cooked dinner. So there's a little bit of irritation there because you're waiting, right? You're waiting for him to arrive at the dinner table because you're worried that your lovely dinner that you've cooked, which is hot, could get cold if he doesn't hurry up. So a little bit of irritation. Mothers often have to use the present perfect tense. I have cooked dinner, or I'm waiting for you to get in the car so that we can go to school. So I have cooked dinner. Little bit of irritation. It just shows that you have completed something. It puts the emphasis on the fact that something has been completed. And people need to take note of the fact that it's been completed. Then the very last sentence, I have been teaching English for 27 years. So in that sentence, it's a different emotion. The sentence is in the present perfect continuous tense. I have been teaching English for 27 years. So it shows duration. And it shows that you're quite proud of this very long period. So very often you want to use this tense to show your pride, your self-pride, and your feelings of self-worth. So because you have been doing it and you're still doing it, the ing tells you that you are still busy doing it. I have been teaching English for 27 years and I'm still teaching English. Present perfect continuous tense. So that's something you might write on your CV if you're trying to show someone how much good work you've done in your life so that you can get a really good job. So there you're going to emphasize how long you've been doing it and that you're still doing it, that you're still loyal to your career. So can you see 3 different tenses? In the first one, we're just writing our diary, putting down some history of what we did last night. In the second one, we're trying to draw attention to something that's been completed. And especially if other people aren't aware that they must also pay attention to that thing being completed, then you might get a little bit irritated. And in the last sentence, you're trying to show that you're proud of something. You're trying to emphasize your worth because you've been doing something for a long time. And so it's more about that feeling of success, that you've succeeded to do something for a very long time. So those are just 3 little sentences I hope you could see on the board. And that gives you an idea of the very subtle, very gentle, different types of feelings that we have in 3 different tenses. So each tense, or 12, and there are more than 12. As I said yesterday, you can even have 16 tenses or more. But each of those will have a very different purpose to convey a different feeling. Hope that helps.